Different than challenges that we're seeing in our community and any other law enforcement across the state and this nation, and that is budget constraints. Some of the things that we have to deal with, obviously, we're restricted. When we look at what this community has to offer and what it has for, if you will, the purse strings that we have to deal with, that becomes a challenge when we look at the entire community and also all the other county agencies. The Board of County Commissioners have some difficult decisions, and that becomes a challenge for us of what we want to do. When we're talking about trying to fight crime, if you will, that takes money. If we want to take and pay for fuel for our vehicles to patrol it, that takes money. Along with that, when we talk about quality personnel, when we want to attract quality personnel like what we have right now, that's going to take money. So that becomes one of our challenges of what we have to deal with in the future.
Early on in the election, and we said, you know, as tight as budgets are, maybe we could save money with our campaign and just put Herman for sheriff and put him out, and then we'd save money on the signs. Well, that's just really a tongue-in-cheek about budgets are tight. They're going to be tight in the foreseeable future. But what we have to do is come up with innovative ways to spend the money that we have. And that's one thing that I learned with the police department is so many different ways to come up with innovative ways to even fund things. For instance, instead of just outright buying your patrol cars each year, you can lease purchase them. If they say, okay, you have $300,000 for cars every year, but this year you're cutting back to $100,000, then you can still buy the same amount of cars over 3 years if you lease purchase over 3 years and use that $100,000 to pay that over 3 years. Now, the bugaboo is that you have to increase that budget for cars the next year by $100,000. But when you offer alternatives to the governing bodies, they're very receptive because they want to know how to solve the challenges, because they're up against the wall too, and they've got all of the offices and agencies in the county coming and asking for more money. So we just have to find out how we can be innovative in what we're doing and figure out what we're going to stop doing.